Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Father, what the Lord is. Before I start, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that rule well over the flock. To you brothers and sisters on the sidelines listening and learning, shalom to you. You camps with the likewise doctrine, shalom to you brothers as well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, man. And hey, we reaching them times, man, that the elders and apostles on down was talking about. That there will be a famine in the land of bread, man. There is a famine coming to Babylon, aka the USA, aka America, man. And the Most High is putting in that work, man. And these ports are in big trouble. Which means a lot of you people are in big trouble, man. Yeah, it's finna get ready and go down here in America and all over the world. It's finna go down. Isaiah 13:6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. See, the people are going to get ready to be terrified, man, because I'm starting to see in these TikTok videos.
You know what
that people are afraid, man, and you need to be afraid because the Most High is getting ready to judge this place, man. And a lot of you Israelites that's been scoffing all this time, and all you other people that's not of Israel, you're going to be in a huge amount of trouble what's getting ready to come upon America, man. It's not finna be a pretty sight, you know. A lot of people finna lose their children, man. A lot of people finna lose their loved ones due to hunger, man, and the sword. Because the sword is coming with this famine. Because when you get a scarcity of food, you got people that do whatever it takes to get what they need to feed their family, man. So these things are coming down the pipeline here in America and in other states and countries, man. You know, it's finna grade and get real harsh out here for a lot of people, man.
Well, here we go. Tens of thousands of port workers from Maine to Texas had to strike when the clock strikes midnight tonight. This all happening over a pay dispute. The International Longshoremen's Association, their demand.
You see that? They're talking about tonight, 12 o'clock tonight. I've already read a few comments that some ports are already closing. Nothing going in and nothing coming out, man. That means no gas, bottles of water, vegetables that you get from these other countries, different foods you get from these other countries, and whatever we have here in America right now is all we have, which means that they're going to start to ration and there's going to be hyperinflation, meaning you're going to have to pay about $40 for a gallon of milk, $30 for a loaf of bread, you know, $70, $80 for a steak, man. I seen a post a couple of days ago. A lady up in Canada, she was out shopping in the convenience store or whatnot, and she had a tray of chicken legs. And I don't know how true it was, but the price on there said $200, man. A lot of you people think it's going to go back to normal. It's over. America is over. That American dream is over. There's no future left, man. So a lot, you Israelites, you need to be trying to repent and get your mind right with Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Even though we know that 2/3 of our people are going to perish here in America, man. Going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, man. You know, and all roads lead to the MOTB, man, the mark of the beast. This is just the beginning, y'all. Y'all don't have a clue of what's getting ready to happen, man.
We know that we're in a fight. If they want to fight, then a war is what they're going to get. I've been a longshoreman for over 23 years. And one thing I do know to be true, gas has went up. The cost of living has constantly went up. And throughout these 23 years that I've been...
The reason why all these prices are going up right now is because the dollar is worthless, man. The dollar is going down rapidly every day. We in what, $600 billion and trillion in debt or something like that. I can't remember the numbers right now, but I know it's like $600 trillion in debt, somewhere around there. So the dollar is collapsing, man. And then you had 159 countries that just dropped the dollar. The BRICS nations. You know? So all that money that y'all stacking up on, all that money that y'all chasing on a regular day, y'all not understanding that that shit is dead. It's dead, man. Now, we told y'all this for many years. Like I said, start from the elders and apostles of GMS all on down. That, hey, this time is coming where it's going to be a scarcity of food. It's going to be a scarcity of water. It's going to be a scarcity of medical supplies. Your auntie, your mother, your grandmother has got diabetes. How you going to get the medication? Pharmacies are not going to be able to get you your medication. So what you going to do? A lot of people going to lose their mind, and they're going to go out seeking whoever they can get medicine from, whether they got to take a life or not. That's the time that we're living in, man. No man is going to spare his brother, man. No man is going to spare his brother. And this thing is going to lead into cannibalism. Because when people get hungry, they do just about anything. They get into just about anything to feed themselves, man. This is Isaiah 9:19. Through the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, and the land darkened. And that's America, because America's getting ready to be darkened real soon. And it's happening right now. And the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother, man. Ain't nobody gonna care about nobody, man. Remember, the hearts of many have grown cold, man. Because iniquity has abounded, the love of many have waxed cold, man. So don't nobody really have genuine love for each other no more. And a lot of people are about to find out that their closest friend don't give a fuck about them when dire straits come. When these straits come, it's gonna be a real tough time, man. And we headed to it. We headed to it, Israel. Isaiah 9:20. And he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. You see that? When people are hungry, man, they go up and beyond, above and beyond, to get what they need to feed themselves, even if they're going to have to eat somebody else. It's been done before. Hey, you women, they got these little babies out here. That's going to be your dinner. That's going to be your food. Because the scriptures say, woe unto the women that give suck in those days, man. You women that's bringing up these little children in a time of famine, you're going to get hungry. And it's been done before, because I'm going to bring that out as well. Yes, Israel, our people have eaten their own kids before because of famine, man. Y'all think the scriptures are just sweet, and it's not. Y'all don't read. These scriptures are hardcore, man. Life. You understand? And the time is coming where you're going to eat your loved one. You're going to be a cannibal. You know, they already got human flesh and certain foods out here already. So a lot of you people already have eaten human flesh. Because in the scriptures it says that we will have defiled bread in this captivity. We will be eating defiled bread over here. That's why we need to pray over our food, man. Because a lot of people could die. It's by the grace and mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that a lot of us is still alive based on all these damn poisons that Esau putting out here in the food and in the air and in the water. We still out here. That's mercy. You know, because this man killed, take everybody out. You know, but you got to remember, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he killeth and he maketh alive, man. He won't and he heal. You see? And that's the time that we coming into. People are about to literally start eating the flesh of their own neighbors and themselves. It's going to be, y'all going to look like zombies out here. Because y'all didn't take heed to the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, USA, was destined to be destroyed by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in these latter times anyway. That's why you've seen since 2020 on up to now, nothing has been the same. It's just been getting worse and worse and worse because that's the times that we living in.
On the waterfront, we've only asked for $2, $3, or maybe $5 over the course of the contract. We've done our part. And now we're asking, hey, you do your part. Because during the pandemic, we never stopped working. Imagine that a hospital is looking for a type of blood to be shipped to it. And it's on the ship that I'm working on. But it's pouring down raining, lightning. We can't stop working. We got to get that box off so that hospital can continue to drive and save the people's lives that they've been working on. So that's where we're at with it. And we just want to be respected for it. And I think it's high time that we demand that. And we're long overdue. Automation is serious. Because when you bring new automation in to take away from our jobs.
I'm sorry to stop it right there, but he said something. It is high time. It's high time right now. It's high time, man. This is Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Read that again. Salakia, still battling this code. Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So all you Israelites that's out there sleeping, you're not paying attention to what's actually going on here in America, but you're paying attention to those basketball games, some football games, some concerts, this P. Diddy bullshit. While the elites are over here passing certain rules and regulations, a lot of y'all don't even know that your rights have been taken away through the WEF and WHO, man. You don't even have rights anymore, but it ain't even been enforced yet, but you're going to feel it when these people start coming in, kicking in your doors. You know, it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. But you know, a lot of people are going to stay snoozed off. And with that, you're going to get destroyed, man. You're going to get destroyed.
You don't make means for that person to have a job. They're pushed over to the side and they can't do their job that they've been accustomed to doing. What we're asking is allow our people to continue to work in this industry without going to get an extra job to make ends meet. Allow us to take care of our families like we've been doing with the wages that we currently have in place. Continue that trend. That's all we're asking for. And if we have to sit out 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, we're prepared to do that.
And I feel where he's coming from, asking for the money and all of that. But that's the thing that I'm trying to explain to all of you out there. The dollar is dead. While everybody is asking for more money, the prices are still going to go up. And then you're going to be back at square one like this again, asking for more money. Because hyperinflation is coming, man. It's around the corner. No matter how much money they give us, man, hyperinflation is going to take all of that money. It's going to cost you a day's wages, man. Let me go get that. Book of Revelations. This is Revelation 6 and 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. The balances in his hand represents judgment for America, man. America has been weighed in the balance, and it's nothing but judgments coming for this place. Things are going to continue to drastically get worse and worse and worse until they bring out that MOTB, and then later on World War III, and then later after that, the ICBM missiles that's going to destroy this place. The Most High is going to rise up a destroying wind. That destroying wind is the ICBM missiles. You know, when the nuke hit the ground, that wind go across the ground and knock down everything. Destroy everything in its path, man. Revelation 6:6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and wine. The oil and wine represents this truth. But this is basically going into hyperinflation, man. It's going to cost you a day's wages to eat a meal for a night. Your whole check, whatever you made for that day. I don't care if it's $200-$300. You're going to have to use that whole $200 to buy a meal. Because like I told you before, when hyperinflation set in, it's going to cost you about $40 for a gallon of milk. Maybe $100 for a tray of chicken. Remember the lady I was talking about in Canada? $200 for a tray of chicken legs, man. This is not a game, y'all. It's getting ready to kick off.
We know that we're in a fight. If they want to fight, then a war is what they're going to get. I've been a longshoreman for over 23 years. And one thing I do know to be true, gas has went up. The cost of living has constantly went up. And throughout these 23 years that I've been on the waterfront, we've only asked for $2, $3, or maybe $5 over the course of the contract. We've done our part. And now we're asking, hey, you do your part. Because during the pandemic, we never stopped working. Imagine that a hospital that's looking for a type of blood.
I'm going to go to the next because we already played it once.
What happens if our seaports go on strike? The strike is set for October 1st, so you better share this with everyone. Because if our ports close, everything we depend on closes with it. Let's talk about what would happen within the month of October. On day 1, international fuel shipments are the first to feel the impact. Crude oil tankers stuck offshore means no new fuel entering refineries. By the end of the day, concerns spread across industries as gas stations, trucking companies, and airlines brace for immediate shortages. Everything from fuel to imported goods is at risk, but fuel becomes the most critical loss. By day 3, gas stations are starting to run dry and rationing begins. Prices surge as demand skyrockets. Without fuel, trucks can't deliver goods, and the first shortages show up in grocery stores. Businesses relying on imported oil, like refineries, scramble to maintain operations with whatever reserves they have left. The ripple effect starts to hit home. No fuel means no transportation, and without transportation, the flow of goods stop. Day 7. The energy crisis takes hold. Within the first week, the impact of fuel shortage deepens. Trucks, trains, and ships that move essential supplies across the country slow to a halt. Agriculture and manufacturing are crippled, unable to operate without fuel for machinery and transportation. Airlines begin canceling flights, and public transportation services are cut. Gas prices hit all-time highs as panic buying intensifies.
Yep, and that's what's going to happen. It's definitely going to be panic buying. You remember when the beginning of this pandemic happened? And people was racking up on tissue and water and all of that. This is going to be that, but it's going to be on times 10. Because once this famine really kick off, man, ain't no going back. And we keep telling y'all, and we got lockdowns coming as well. So all of this stuff is coming down to the wire, man. And we're right at the point to where we're close to a presidential election, which it might not even be a presidential election, because our rights have been snatched away from us from under our noses while everybody been paying attention to Diddy. So it's getting ready to get real.
2, the power grid struggles and collapse looms. Power plants that rely on imported fuel start to struggle and blackouts spread as they ration what's left. People begin hoarding fuel and chaos erupts at the pumps. The stock market plummets as industries reliant on global supply chains begin to crumble. The economy falters and unemployment skyrockets as factories close and businesses shutter. By week 4, total breakdown of society. By the end of the month, the energy crisis and fuel shortages bring society to its knees. Cities erupt into fuel riots, and law enforcement is overwhelmed. With no fuel, food distribution collapses, and starvation becomes a real threat. Communities are left to fend for themselves as fuel reserves dry up completely, leaving transportation, emergency services, and the economy in ruins. Without ports, crude oil can't get in. Without crude oil, fuel can't be made. Without fuel, everything grinds to a halt. When the fuel stops, America stops. And just so...
The grinding shall cease. The grinding shall cease. Let me go get that. It's not gonna be no work either. You're not gonna have no way to make money. It's Ecclesiastes. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Ain't gonna be no work, man, and the grinders is going to cease. Grinding is when you working, right? Ain't that what y'all call it today? They use the same terminology back then. Grinding means you're working. The grinders are the ones that's doing the work. Starting with these, this what is it, the longshore people? You know, the workers that's going on strike, the union. Yeah, the grinding is going to cease, man. It's not going to be no work. If they shut down these other companies and stuff, it's going to have to shut down, which means all you people that's grinding out here, that's going to cease. That's going to cease, man. And then the starvation is going to be on a whole nother level, like that brother just said. The starvation is going to be here, man. And then that's going to result into cannibalism. It's going to result into civil wars as well, because some people going to have food hoarded up, and some people that thought it was a game, they not going to have food. And them people that thought it was a game, they going to come see about you people that got food in your house. And they going to try to take whatever they can from you and your life. I might already have this pulled up. No, I don't. Let's get it. Second Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation, man. You see that? When you go to, let me get this real quick. Hold up. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me get this real quick. Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, right? Trouble, worry, anxiety, burden, affliction, trial, adversity, hardship, tragedy, trauma, setback. A lot of people finna be set back. A lot of people finna be adversity, man. These things are getting ready to come upon a lot of people like a thief in the night. Distress, misery, grief, pain, sadness. Excuse me. Agony, hassle, travails, all these different things, anguish is coming down the pipe for you people, man. Nothing but evils are coming. Nothing but evils are coming, y'all. Just know that. Get us a second to load back up. I probably have to go back to that, but it's all good. Come on, TikTok, with the slow madness.
This is the generation of people who...
Sorry about that, y'all.
The nation.
Get some of these.
Okay, so
We know that we're in a fight. If they want to fight, war is what they're gonna get. I've been along.
give me about
What happens if our seaports go on strike?
Whoa, now what's happening with y'all like that? Check this out. How we go again? If it ain't one thing, it's another. This will cause a ripple effect. If you work for Amazon, whether you delivering or you working in the warehouse, this will affect you. If you FedEx...
Absolutely right. Everybody will feel the wrath. Everybody is going to feel the wrath, man. This is Romans 1:18. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. And I got another one. He that believeth on the Son hath everlasting life, and he that believeth not the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God abideth on him. See, a lot of these people finna catch the wrath of the Most High. How about Shem Yahushai, man? It's playing upon tables at this point. Y'all can't sit up here and say that the scriptures is just a fairy tale now, because everything that's written in there is gonna be a great. Everything that's written up in there is happening. It's a beautiful thing to see. This is Jeremiah 19:9. And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters, and they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege and straitness, wherewith their enemies and they that seek their lives shall straiten them. See, it's going to be a time like that, like never before, man. Like that time of cannibalism is coming right back around, just like it did in the Old Testament, man, in the days of old. Matthew 24:19. And woe unto them that are with child, you women, you careless daughters. And to them that give suck in those days, you women that's taking care of little infants right now, little toddlers, little babies right now. Like I said earlier in this video, a lot of them kids is going to be y'all food, man. A lot of the women already wicked to their children anyway as it is. They killing them. They don't have no problem with aborting their baby when they pregnant and all of that. These women wicked like that. So when this come around, these women ain't going to have no problem with eating their kids, man. And there's going to be some men out here that's going to do it as well. And it's nothing new under the sun. This happened before. I'm going to have to go get the book of Lamentations, because this happened before, man. This happened before. Lamentations, which means sorrows, 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through, for want of the fruits of the field. See, it'd be better to just be slain. It'd be better to just be slain with the sword than to die with hunger, because you got to sit back and feel your body eat away at itself, man. Jawbone sinking in, rib cage showing, stomach touching your back. You starving. Your whole body pining away. And when you get to that state of mind, you don't care. You're going to see shit that ain't even there. You're going to hallucinate. You're going to think you see some food when you don't. And then you're going to turn into a zombie, man. And you're going to go after your own kind. And you're going to go after them to eat them. You know? This is Lamentations 4:10. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. See, this happened before. And when you go to Sodom, I'm going to get that, but I'm going to go to the etymology on this. Let's go to the etymology on this. Soaked or softened, this is sodden, adjective. Soaked or softened in water, having the appearance of having been boiled for a while. You see that? Sodden means boiled. These women were boiling their children back then, man. Like I said, what happens in the old times is going to happen again. There is nothing new under the sun, man. Lamentations 4:10. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people, man. You see that? So it's getting ready to come around again. It's coming back around. Second Esdras 15:56. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord Yahweh, even so shall God do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Don't y'all see this mischief coming? Mischief is coming, man. I should have closed this out first. My phone's so doggone slow. Just bear with me, Israel. Let me close that and go back. Yeah, mischief is coming, man. Badness. Bad behavior. People finna be out here flipping out. You know, that's what's getting ready to happen, man. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, said the Lord, even so shall God do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thy shall perish with the sword in the field. You see that? So a lot of people finna be put to death, man, on top of this famine. You know, and a lot of people ask, well, what are you and the Israelites that so-called in this truth? What we gonna do? We gonna keep our faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and Lord willing, we be a part of that number. Stay prayed up, man. You know, because he's gonna take care of his servants. He's gonna take care of his men. He's gonna take care of his people, man, that follow him, that love him. He's gonna take care of them while the rest of you are going through it. This is Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat. Who is his servants? The ones on the highways and hedges doing his lessons, going out there preaching sincerely. You know, the ones being prayed up, the ones that put on that new man, the ones that put on that armor. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Who are the ones that's going to be hungry? The ones that came against this truth, the ones that didn't want to hear it. And I'm talking about the Israelites. I'm not talking about you other nations, because the Israelites, the book is written for the Israelites. But ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed, man. A lot of you finna be put to shame, man. Behold, my servants shall sing joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart. and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Because the times that we coming in, a lot of you people that turned your back on these scriptures and the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, your spirit is going to be vexed in that time, man. When that famine hit, a lot of you going to be vexed. You're going to be wishing you listened, but it's going to be too late at that time, man. And it's coming. Wisdom of Solomon 3:9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful and love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he had care for his elect, man. He's going to take care of his elect when all of this stuff hit the fan, man. Now, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Until next time, Shalom.